Good day, good people. This is the Holla the Truth podcast, brought to you by yours truly, Holla the Truth. Giving you the truth for the future, the present, and the past. But I gotta ask, can you handle it? What the fuck is up? Back at it again with my special guest, Holla the motherfucking Truth. Holla the Truth, you know. To those of you that know me, those of you that don't, producer, part-time comedian, just a all around type individual.
Yes, sir.
I be all over the place, you know. If you need it, you can get it here.
You want it? I got
I'm
it.
the go-to guy.
Definitely.
Graphics. Whatever it is, I can figure it out, you know.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I appreciate you for having me as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you, bro.
It's hard to get with you, brother.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is, though.
So what made you decide to do this or have this conversation?
You know,
because we have a tendency to be our own worst enemies. And
facts.
It's something in me that won't let me be great. So I'm trying to tap in with that. I wanted to tap in with you about it.
That was deep.
And, try to pick apart my brain. I appreciate you for having me once again. I'll say that again.
I appreciate you for tapping in, man. You know,
I feel like this is a conversation we all need to have with ourselves. Like,
what you mean?
We all need to tap in with that worst enemy because, we have a tendency to let ourselves beat us before we can even be beat. Right? I don't want to feel like, I don't want people to feel like, no, me personally, I hate feeling like I'm holding myself back from greatness. And I want a better understanding of like why I'm doing that. Not saying this is going to help me right here, but it possibly could,
Yeah, I feel you. So, why do you consider yourself your own worst enemy?
Because, I hear all these stories about how great I am, all the things I can do, how well-rounded I am, and I continue to not push myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's holding me back. Is it fear of success? Is it fear of failure? I really don't feel like I have a fear of failure because I've failed so many times just in life in general. But
as we all have,
I'm, trying to figure it out. I'm my biggest critic. Like
as
even songs, people will hear songs from me, and I'll be like, that's one of my worst fucking songs, and they be like, this slap, this the one, this the shit right here. So I don't know.
That's typically how it works.
I'm hoping to figure it out, to get over this curve of like not trusting in myself, not believing in myself or whatever.
You got it, bro.
But
I believe in you.
It's hard, trying to figure this shit out by yourself. I mean, I have my therapist and my friends and immediate family and shit. But for the most part, I'm trying to figure this out on my own, You can only figure out what's internal. People can help or whatever, but that internal shit is all you.
Fact.
Yeah, I just kind of wish I could just let go of this self-doubt, self-hate, devaluing myself, and dig deeper with myself and just stop limiting my potential. Shout out to my brother Samir out there in the Congo. He gave me, some shit he said stuck with me for a very long time. He just kind of went off. We was at work and he just, like, in a real motivating way was like, bro, I hate you. Like, you have everything going for you. You just hella well-rounded. Like, I gotta work hard for everything and you got it all and you just won't live up to your potential. Like you fucking, he was like, if I
Yeah.
was you, bro, I would have been rich. Like you
Right.
got all the shit and you just won't fucking apply yourself. And that shit always stuck with me just
Shout out to Severe.
because, for someone else to see that in you and you can see it in you, but you can't pull it out. So that shit, eats away at me. Just like I love it from his perspective because it was like a motivational thing. But for me, it's like, damn, bro, like find your potential, tap in with that inner self, find that inner love. And I just feel like it's been limited in me.
Yeah, I feel that
Um, but I'm
for
gonna get
sure.
it together,
You will.
hopefully
You will.
sooner than later. We go figure this out one way or another.
So, how can you counteract those intrusive thoughts? Like, what do you do to have your thought process better, I guess?
Counteracting them intrusive thoughts. Uh, when I'm talking down on myself, I can talk around it, build it up, just kind of similar like I do with other people. But trying to figure this shit out internally and then get some external advice and
Help and shit.
whatnot.
Yeah,
But
you got it.
reflecting journals, do podcast check-ins with myself.
Definitely need
I'm
that.
familiar with doing that. Uh, I'm really just trying to figure it out on my own to, so that I can get help. We
Right.
all need help. People try to run around with this narrative like we don't
They
need help,
sure fucking
but
do, bro.
we
I
all need
feel
help
that.
and shit.
Yeah.
And just trying to figure that shit out.
You gonna go. You
Um,
got this, bro.
so yeah, just counteracting the thoughts really.
Um, how do you change those ideas and thoughts that you have? Like when
To
they
change the
invade.
ideas, like I said, just reflect on myself. Um, Stop putting so much pressure on myself, giving myself a little bit of grace because I tend to, you know, bullshit a little bit. I tend to be a little hard on myself, just because of my expectations of me,
Right.
not anybody else's expectations. Just my expectations on me put me in a mind state where, damn, you're not doing enough. Damn, you're not getting far enough. Like, you know, um, it
Just
get tough
talking to yourself.
sometimes to,
Yeah, for sure.
always stay positive and always and giving yourself that grace. It's
Which is hard.
a struggle with that sometimes. Like you gotta really dig deep and figure that shit out for you. I try, man.
I feel you. So, how does therapy help you with that? Like, what do you?
Therapy is help because the questions I'm getting, um, the better understanding of myself, them questions that you don't normally get. So, but them questions you don't just get on a regular basis. The reflections you have to do, the little modules and like videos you get to watch about what's going on, what you're doing, how to maintain through certain situations and pressures and conversations, them tough conversations. Like I don't think a lot of people have the tough conversations with themselves. Like, yeah, we
They don't.
intrusive thoughts, think about this, that, and the third, but like how many people really sit there and have that conversation
And being
and
truthful with
telling
themselves.
yourself you're great, you're gonna do this, you can do this, you're worthy of this, you deserve this. uh Writing is helped reflect on that because we need to write these thoughts down to have them going. The
Right.
more you write them, the more you'll see. Like even my vision board, I look at it every day, but I don't look at it. Like it's always subconsciously there.
Right.
And subconscious reminders are cool too, but the
Being
fact that it's just
intentional.
like not consciously on my mind
Yeah.
can be a problem as well. But
Mhm.
shout out to my therapist. She's gotten to know me, so she's understanding where I'm at and trying to help me figure out where we can go from here.
Okay.
She sees nothing but what I'm destined to be as well. Just gotta get it together for real at this point. Um, It's all on me, as always, as it
It
always has
definitely
been.
is. I'm here for you too, though.
So,
I
you know,
got you.
had to have that conversation, have to write some thoughts down, have to do that, do this, that, and the third, and figure this shit out.
Okay.
Um,
So, what do you expect to like gain from therapy?
what did I expect to gain from therapy? Just a better understanding of me and where I'm at and what it is that I may be doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, it's tough trying to figure this shit out. Like where
Without a
you
doubt.
went wrong or what's holding you back from doing what you need to do. How do you get back on the right path of things? How do you figure this shit out to, you know, help you move forward? I wouldn't say that I'm stagnant, but I'm also not getting where I'm trying to go.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
not fast enough. Maybe I'm too hard on the time schedule. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself sometimes. But I'm figuring it
100%.
out slowly but surely.
You will.
You
You
know,
got it.
I'm only in
Don't trip.
competition with myself. This race is for myself, with myself. It's my own little internal battle
Right.
that I'm trying to figure out.
I feel that
For sure.
without a doubt.
But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that and the whole therapy idea and it, what I expect to get out of it. Just a better understanding of me and why I'm holding myself back when everyone else sees this potential in me that I have yet to tap into. I mean, I've tapped into it. I'm not gonna say that I just haven't tapped into it at all, and I'm just here living. No, I've tapped into it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get to that greatness level that I see in myself in most times, and
You
that
get
other
there,
people
bro.
see in me.
You get there.
But I'm still trying to figure it out for the most part. You
Um,
know,
you got it.
we gonna get there.
I believe in you, bro. I see the
Um,
greatness in you. Mm-hmm.
I got some questions for you though.
Okay.
Like, what was the deciding factor to get into this podcast thing? Like, how did you know that this is something that you wanted to do? And how do you stay motivated for it? Because I know
Um.
with myself, I can be unmotivated. Um, like Dominic said, he told me one time, he was like, you like to prove that you can do something. And then once you do it, you be like, all right, I did it. I can do it. And it's like on to the next. Uh, so like, how do you remain motivated, not even motivated, like how do you remain consistent with what you're doing?
I just go for it. I try to stay in the mind frame that I gotta do this because I'm supposed to do this. I got a degree in communication that I always speak on. And, if I'm not gonna do it, who gonna do it? But I like tapping in with the truth. I tell people, and a lot of people say they've learned from what I've done and some of these interviews. So I appreciate that the most of all.
Okay,
Uh
okay.
I try to stay consistent. It's
um
hard though. And I just focus on the next steps.
so what is the next step for you? Like where do you go from here?
Just remain consistent, bro. Get these guests on here. It's hard, like working with everybody's schedule and trying to schedule people around my schedule or they schedule or kids or everybody has their own life. I don't think I'm at the status where people are just jumping for joy to get here,
Hmm.
but it's gonna get there. We gonna figure it
Okay,
out.
okay, I
Yeah.
see it.
Um, just
So
remain
yeah,
here.
um them are my questions, I guess.
Hmm.
Let me see, can I think of any more that I
I
want to
appreciate
ask?
it. But yeah,
Well, congratulations.
thank you, thank you.
um
We
you
trying,
did it.
man.
You
I
here
have.
now. You rolling. You pretty much consistent for the most part.
I'm trying to be. It's hard.
Um, what are some of the obstacles that you're having, just as far as right now?
Doing all this shit by myself, bro. And like I said, trying to schedule around people's schedules and what people got to do and getting people here. But yeah, really just having to do all this shit myself. It get hard sometimes. And that's where some of that lack of motivation comes in. But when I see the final, whatnot, I'll be like, okay, here we go. And I'll be motivated for the next one until the next one comes. And just try to
So how do
remain
you make
consistent.
sure that you stay consistent through that?
Like I always say, the best version of you is on the other side of discipline. So I try to stay disciplined enough to keep dropping episodes and, keep just rocking through this shit, even when I don't want to do it. Cause that's how you show discipline. And even when the support is limited and
So
shit.
how can I support you?
Just always check in with me, bro. Tap in, make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. Be my support system. Just be my accountability partner is what I really need. So how can I, support you?
How you can support me?
Yeah.
Um, we have this sibling rivalry
Definitely.
for, the metaphoric version of it. You got to believe in me like I believe in you at the end of the day. I see the greatness in you, and I want you to see the greatness in me just as well. Even in those times where I'm not being the greatest version of myself. Just like when you're not being the greatest version of yourself, I want, you to understand that I still am here to support and motivate you. I still see the value in you, even when you too stupid to see it in yourself. And I just hope that we can continue to build each other up instead of tearing each other down, because I see that's what's holding us back.
Facts. We got to get that together without a doubt.
Yeah.
I definitely believe
so
you.
Just stay here with me, bro. Don't let me go. I won't let you go.
I got you. We here for each other, bro. I'm here for you. And I want to give you your flowers. I
I
appreciate you for
appreciate you
showing
for
up.
having me, bro. Stepping in, I have to check in with myself. So I appreciate you for checking in with me. I'm checking in with you. And we're just going to continue to progress and move forward. I just hope, we can help each other get to where we're trying to go.
And we will.
I just heard a quote this morning, actually. If you're shooting for the stars and you only reach the clouds, you're still higher than a lot of people. So,
okay,
let's continue to shoot for the stars, man. Hope we can get to the clouds together. And I hope we can remain together through the whole process. And once we get there,
yes,
excuse me,
we will. Like I said, I'm here, so I want to thank you again,
appreciate you.
We need to do this again
anytime. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm HollaTheTruth. This is a self check in with my worst enemy, and yeah.
Make sure y'all check in with yourselves, man. We got to do that more often. Stop being your own worst enemy. That's gonna limit your potential. Just stay disciplined with the thought. Be the best version of you. You got any more questions for me?
I'm good. Appreciate you.
Well, this is the HollaTheTruth podcast, giving you the truth for the future, present, and the past. But I gotta ask, can you handle it?
HollaTheTruth.